went down in the jungle, fire was burning. Down the crack came a ho-hiking, and he said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountains. So come with me, and we'll go see the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes and you sleep out every night, where the boxcars are all empty and the sun shines every day, and the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees, the lemonade springs where the bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, all the cops have wooden legs, and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. The farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. Oh, I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the rain don't fall, the winds don't blow, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, you never change your socks, and the little streams of alcohol come trickling down the rocks. The brakemen have to tip their hats, and the railway bulls are blind. There's a lake of stew and a whiskey too, you can paddle all around it in a big canoe, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, the jails are made of tin, and you can walk right out again as soon as you are in. There ain't no short-handled shovels, no axes, saws, nor picks. I'm going to stay where you sleep all day, where they hung the jerk that invented work, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. I'll see you all this coming fall in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. Howdy folks, and a great big welcome to each and every one of you. Hope you all had a great Christmas. Barb and I had a terrific Christmas. We roasted a turkey with all of the trimmings, and Barb got me a brand new hoodie, which I really like a lot. And she got me a new harmonica that I just played on this tune that I just sang for you. Big Rock Candy Mountain, it was written by a street busker by the name of Harry McClintock in the late 1890s. And when he was singing it on the streets, it was had some pretty off-color lyrics to it. And later on, when he was asked to sing it in a movie and record it, he cleaned it up a bit. And the guy who really cleaned it up was much later on was Burl Ives, and he made it friendly for little kids. So instead of little streams of alcohol, it was little streams of lemonade, and instead of cigarette trees, it was peppermint trees, I do believe. So the song got cleaned up through the years. The song is basically about a hobo's idea of what heaven is like, and heaven is not at all like that. So what I'd like to do for you now is to read you bits and pieces out of the book of Revelation in the Bible. So if some of you folks aren't interested in hearing a Bible reading, now's the time for you to end the video. I'll say adios and see you next time. For those of you who are hanging on, I'm going to be reading from Revelation chapter 21. Revelation was written by John. He was exiled to the island of Patmos by the Roman Empire for preaching the gospel. Patmos was basically an island where they put all sorts of criminals, so it was a rough and tumble place. But while he was on that island, John was visited by an angel from heaven who took him up in the spirit to see what was going to happen during end times and to have a peek at what heaven would look like. So in chapter 21, verse 22, he starts by saying, I did not see a temple in the city, because the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are its temple. The city does not need the sun or the moon to shine on it, for the glory of God gives it light, and the Lamb is its lamp. The nations will walk by its light, and the kings of the earth will bring their splendor into it. On no day will its gates ever be shut, for there will be no night there. The glory and honor of the nations will be brought into it. Nothing impure will ever enter it, nor will anyone who does what is shameful or deceitful. Pardon me, but only those whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life. Then the angel showed me the river of the water of life, as clear as a crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb, down the middle of the great street of the city. On each side of the river stood the tree of life, bearing 12 crops of fruit, yielding its fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree are for the healing of the nations. No longer will there be any curse. The throne of God and of the Lamb will be in the city, and his servants will serve him. They will see his face, and his name will be on their foreheads. There will be no more night. They will not need the light of a lamp or the light of the sun, for the Lord God will give them light, and they will reign forever and ever. The angel said to me, These words are trustworthy and true. The Lord, the God of the spirits of the prophets, sent his angel to show his servants the things that must soon take place. So there's a great promise sent to John while he was exiled on the island of Patmos. Glimpses of the end days and what heaven's going to look like. More recently, there's been folks maintaining that they've been taken up to heaven, and they're writing books and making money selling these books, but all of that, the modern stuff, is untrue, because as they get interviewed over the years, their story changes from day to day, so we know that they weren't taken up to heaven. They're just exploiting it to make some money. Heaven tourism, I call it. And there's no such thing. The last one to see was John, and he wrote about it in the book of Revelation. At any rate, I'll end by saying, hope you enjoyed the song, which is the exact opposite of what John recorded that heaven's going to be like. And hope you had a great Christmas. Wishing you all the best for the new year. God bless, and we'll see you down the road.